You wanna see some? Oh my god, what's going on with the blur? I look like I'm in a dream. Okay, I don't know what the hell happened there. Here, let me try adjusting this. I wonder if it's the heat is just melting this shitty webcam.
It's
There you
entirely
go.
possible.
There we go.
We're having a heat wave right now.
You can see my
It's
mug.
warm here too.
All right. I have a pile of stuff that will be sprinkled throughout, but I want to get this one out of the way because it's delicate. Let me wheel over this chair here. Oh. All right. So, both me and Kay are huge fans of old BioWare, not so much new BioWare. Or what has BioWare even done in since Andromeda? I don't even know. But old BioWare.
Yeah,
Oh
Anthem.
yeah. I blocked that from my brain. So old BioWare, so I'm a huge Mass Effect fan, huge KOTOR fan. So I'm trying to remember the name. Here's one thing about me telling stories is my memory is shit, so I make up things along the way. But at a convention, we met the concept artist. I believe his name is John Gallagher. That sounds right to me up here. I believe it's John Gallagher.
I think it is John Gallagher.
And
Yeah.
he was the concept artist on, I believe, Mass Effect 1 and 2 at least, and also Knights of the Old Republic. And these are some prints I bought from him, and I can show them because I should have kept them in nicer condition. And yeah, so they're a little bent, but oh well. So we have here a HK47 print here. Oh my god. Can you even see that? Yeah, there
I
you
can
go.
see it.
There you go.
Yeah, we can.
So HK47 print here, and the interesting story when I was talking to him, because like when I meet people, it's more to meet them and hang out. So the interesting thing about this print here, and he signed it down there at the bottom, is he said as a concept artist, you always get notes, and so they said we want you to design I think it was like a badass C-3PO. Like imagine a mass murdering C-3PO. I think that was his words. And he's like, usually when you design something, you get notes. It's just normal for a concept artist. He drew this, and they were like, nope, that's perfect. That's the character. And he was like, oh shit. So that's the only time in his entire career. And he does film as well. I think he worked on Arrow and Flash. That's the only time ever in his career he didn't get notes. And you can see the Ebon Hawk up there flying. I have two more prints from him. Decent. Oh my god. I'm expecting some Trailer Park Boys stuff from you. And then this is a nice Batman print he did because I'm just a huge Batman fan. He didn't do anything like this isn't official. He just drew it for fun, and so I love how that looks there. And then finally,
Is that the same artist?
Yeah, that's all John Gallagher.
Oh wow.
So like the HK47 one, that one that was for the game. The Batman.
I was gonna say
one,
that's his actual work that he does. So
Yeah.
I didn't know he was doing other stuff too.
And he told me each of these is about a work week. So like one image takes him about 40 hours, give or take, depending on the detail. And then of course
Wow.
here is a Revan print I had to get from him. I'm like putting it over my
My
face
boy.
so I can't. Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Yeah, we can
kinda
see it.
me. And I love the dual red lightsabers. Love the Revan aesthetic. And then you have the Sith fighters there. So yeah, I love going to conventions and meeting people that worked on stuff that I really like, especially video games. And so there's my first little thing is the concept artist that worked on the good years of BioWare, John Gallagher. There's a couple things I want to show. I'll show one for now. I'm just deciding between which one. Let's do okay. So DJ inspired me earlier because he did the nice sentimental wallet. So I'll show something of mine that's sentimental and it's got a little bit of a story with it here. So let me just open this up here and then I'll show it and then I'll tell the story if I can. So we got this here, which I think Isman will know, Kay will know. It is a signed DVD copy of the legendary Sphere of the Lycanthrope. Now, now I have to. Everyone's like, "What the fuck is that shit?" So to explain, what Sphere of the Lycanthrope is. So if anyone watched Medicare and all that, if anyone else is a fellow Medicare fan, he discovered this show called Photon, and it was like this crazy, funny show in the '80s. Because you know how every show was built to like sell something, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so Photon was a show built to sell like a brand of laser tag. pretty much, and it was like laser
Ooh.
tag but extreme, and the show was just fucking crazy. The show was wild, and it was like pretty much it's like that movie. What's that movie? The last about that kid that's really good at video games and he goes to space or whatever.
Oh yeah, The Last Starfighter.
That's it. It was pretty much that. So it was like about a kid named Bodhi Lee who goes to space and he's like, "Whoa, I'm so good at photon. I get to fight aliens." So the leader of the bad guys was played by this guy named David Stay. And he's hilarious. The show is fucking funny. And what Metacritic pretty much did was like a Mystery Science Theater reaction to the show. And what happened was he got in touch with Mandar, the lead villain, and he saved it. He was like, "Yeah, so I'm going to talk to this actor, David Stay. He played Mandar on the show." Mandar comes on the show. Dude, David Stay, he's fucking hilarious. Fucking, like, wild madman. It's like the funniest interview ever. And so many... people liked him so much, he started his own show. And so he started his own little podcast where he would just talk about wild shit. There's a turtle. There's a full-on turtle there.
It's a live turtle.
Yeah. And so what would happen is, the David Stay show ran for a while, but it was a very small audience. Like, he would have maybe 3 to like 8 people watching him. And it was just him ranting. But I became friends with him on Facebook, and it was such a small audience, and he would always be like, "Oh, dude, thank you just for like watching me." He was always so appreciative and all this stuff, and he was a super cool dude. But Sphere of the Lycanthrope was his movie. And God, what's the name of that movie, Kay, that was very similar to Sphere of the Lycanthrope? Oh
my god, I'm the worst with movies.
Anyway, Sphere of the Lycanthrope is a movie he made where he plays a teacher who has to take care of these unruly kids, and all the kids are like evil, but it turns out they're all like werewolves. And then so he turns into a werewolf. It's fucking hilarious if you like B horror movies.
I was gonna be like, sounds like Stand and Deliver, but then it made a twist.
Yeah. So I bought the signed copy from him, and unfortunately last Christmas he went silent, and it was like, that's not like him. And David Stay sadly passed away, and so I was like, oh, my buddy's not talking online anymore. So this is a sentimental, not one of a kind, because a few of us fans got it, but going to be no more signed copies of Sphere of the Lycanthrope, and for a community event we are definitely going to watch some photon and do the whole mystery science shit, because David Stay was a madman. He loved it. He loved people laughing at his old shows. So there's my little sentimental thing. So we have to carry on the legacy of him.
Awesome.
I'll show one thing real quick, because I can't top extra.
Not to blue ball extra zero. It's like, you get to go. He's like, oh,
one thing.
no.
This is just really quick. This is the main thing I wanted to show here. I like collectibles that are like usable. So I don't know how unique this is, but here's the Turtles van, right?
Oh yeah,
so
hell yeah,
Ninja Turtles van.
I know what that is.
Oh yeah, so extra notes. But here's why I love this collectible. It's the whole set, the whole animated series.
Put your weed in there.
You could put anything in here, but yeah. So it's a DVD collection. This is my favorite DVD set. I wish more people would do this. Oh yeah, I just realized I'm not even like zoomed in on myself, but you can see it. But yeah, so I want more of these. I fucking love buying like box sets of my favorite shows. So I don't know why this is the only one. There's a Godzilla one that's like Japan only, of Godzilla's head. But yeah, if anyone knows any other like cool show sets that are like, you know, the Batmobile or something that has the whole series, I would love that.